One of the greatest enemies of the Igbos is Gowon. The Bible says forgive, but Gowon will never be forgiven for the sins and the atrocities he committed on Igbos during the Biafran War. I'm a Christian. I'm a very, very dedicated Christian. I'm even a pastor in my church. If you want me to analyze to you what it means to forgive, Jesus paid the ultimate sacrifice for the sins of man. Even God had to make sure that a sacrifice was paid. The sin that Adam committed did not go in vain. A sacrifice was paid. Nothing of such has come from Gowon. Now, P2B, losing credibility, losing his integrity by the day, wrote a message to Gowon acknowledging the fact that he was able to unite Nigerians by killing over 3 million Biafrans. P2B can do anything to become president. P2B is desperate to become president. He should also apologize to the Igbos. Gowon is 90 years. God has given him long life, but that long life is an evil to his generation. Gowon is a criminal and must be tried at the International Criminal Court over his role, the role he played on the genocide on Igbos. Gowon actually instructed his henchmen, which some of them are alive today, Obasanjo, Buhari, to carry out genocidal attacks on the Igbos. Murtala Muhammad refused to heed to the command of Gowon. Gowon suspended him from the army. Some people think that some of us that are young, that were not born during the war, we don't read and will not get some of the information about the 1966 coup and the Nigerian Biafran War. Gowon kept silent while Igbos were being killed. Civilian Igbos were being killed in the north. Civilian Igbos, I mean. We had people in government. The Igbos dominated the government then. You can see that Igbos were the elite in the government. Most of our elite, most of our experienced nationalists, most of the people that held government position in the civil service, in the army, in every other ministry, were killed by the Northerners. We lost over 700,000 civilians only in the north because of the silence, the negligence of Gowon. Gowon cannot be forgiven. God does not forgive unless there's a sacrifice. That is why Jesus came as a sacrifice before he could forgive man and reconcile man back to God. Before Nigeria can get any better, Nigeria must pay for the sins it committed on the Igbo race, the Igbo nation. The over 3 million people that were killed, Nigeria must pay. Some even Yorubas were even mocking, even on social media, asking us where are the graves of these people that were killed. God help you that a time will come when the Igbos will have their turn, their chance to revenge the killings that was carried on by the Benues, the Middle Belt, the Fulanis, joined later by the Yorubas. We will not forget the killings that were perpetrated under the Gowon regime. The Yorubas did not forgive Abiola's death. They used it as a negotiating point for presidency. That is why you saw Obasanjo, and that's why you are still seeing Tinubu. All the leaders then were fighting for their people, but Igbo leaders are fond of throwing their people under the bus. I will not be surprised that if P2B has to cut off my head to become president, he is willing to do so. If P2B, if he's given an option to sacrifice me that I'm talking, an Igbo man from Abia State, if P2B has the opportunity to sacrifice me, kill me and my family, so that he can become president of Nigeria, he might not mind doing that. He has shown that he has a cunning attitude and he's desperate at becoming president. I'm a P2B supporter and also support Biafra. But I'm calling out P2B at this moment. You have goofed big time. You saw somebody that killed over 3 million of your kind, of your tribe, and you are wishing him what kind of message was that P2B was telling Gowon? Let's look at the sins that Gowon committed against the Igbo people. Now, till now, Gowon has refused. I repeat, Gowon has refused to come out and apologize to the Igbo people, to the Igbo nation, to the Igbo tribe. You're asking us to forgive because we are Christians. Who will forgive somebody that is not asking for forgiveness? We forgive Gowon, but there must be a sacrifice. The 3 R's. I can't remember: reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reward, whatever. To reintegrate the Igbo people into the society. Are the Igbos reaching still from then, 54 years till now? Are the Igbos reintegrated into this society? What is the position of the Igbos in this current system called Nigeria? Current fallacy called Nigeria. Even then, Azikiwe was a nationalist leader. Awolowo was a tribal leader. I think Ahmed Bello was an indigenization leader. Ahmed Bello was fighting for the indigenes to hold on to offices and positions in Nigeria and in the northern region. Awolowo was looking at his tribe gaining prominence amongst other tribes, advancing the cause of his tribe, while Nnamdi Azikiwe was looking at Africa beyond the Igbo man. The same thing that P2B is doing. You are throwing your people under the bus. If you want to become Nigeria's president, be proud of who you are. You are an Igbo man. You are an IPOB. You are a Biafran. I go on the street, I speak with my Yoruba brothers. They say they are proud to be Oduduwa. The Hausas are proud to be Arewa. Tinubu says it is Yoruba's turn. Tinubu does not believe in Nigeria. You know it. You politicians, you know it. He does not believe in one Nigeria. Look at how he is ruling. Look at his administration. How he has Yorubanized everything. Positions belonging to every other tribe, he puts a Yoruba man to be in charge. So he's not a nationalist. Everybody is standing from the position of their tribes. He acknowledges that he's a Yoruba first and it is his turn. Tinubu believes much in Yoruba nation than any other person. Forget what he's doing. He's just playing games. They are positioning the Southwest for a possible exit any day, anytime from Nigeria. If they not make noise, he's going to unleash Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu to make sure he preserves his people. But a P2B is coming out to throw his people under the bus because he wants to look good in the eyes of some human beings. How can Igbo leaders not have... There's no single Igbo leader that is defending their tribe, that is bold to become an Igbo man. When they want to get to that national level, they are being brainwashed to denigrate their own people so that they will get positions in authority. P2B is becoming a failed leader, and 2027 will be very hot for him. Gowon has no value in Nigerian politics. Gowon is a criminal and must face the ICC for the role he played in the genocide. Now, one, Gowon reneged on the Abuja Accord. Why did Gowon not agree to the Abuja Accord after he knows that that Abuja Accord will bring regionalism, we all practice our regionalism? But he went back and he changed his mind, and he shot when Ojukwu declared Biafra. He started the battle. He instructed his generals to kill babies, Igbo babies, young children, to kill. He wanted to wipe off the generation. Most of our men, most of our think tank, most of the people, most of our, I don't know, we dominated the government, and we had very intelligent, very promising, very elite people in the government. They made sure they killed that generation of Igbos. Igbos were seen as demigod in the First Republic. They made sure they slaughter these guys. This is thanks to Gowon. And somebody is telling me to forgive. Forgive who? A sacrifice must be made. For Igbos to accept anything to do with Nigeria, this is one of the things that we are negotiating with. We want out. Still, because fake promises, no victor, no vanquish is fake. It is fraud. They are using that so as to keep you from remembering the war. The more reasons why history was taken out of our schools. They don't want us to know the truth, but some of us are reading. Some of us have gone back to history to know the real things that happened. Thank God for social media, because we have been lied to, lies upon lies upon lies. Some people just wake up in the morning and they just write anything, and they want us to take it hook, line, and sinker. Gowon fought against regionalism, not argurancy. He has the opportunity. He's 90 years. 90 evil years he has lived on earth. He has the opportunity to come out clear on this issue. Was it you or argurancy that discouraged regionalism? We know these are lies that you have been telling, and you want to go to the grave with it lies. I pray you live long. Living long does not mean you are fulfilled. Living long does not mean some people. Jesus was 33 years old and he fulfilled his destiny. He didn't have to live long, up to 100 years, for us to say he's old now. All those normal Yoruba runus come online and be saying rubbish, telling me all sort of things. One of the reasons why I even embraced the IPOB was that during the election, I supported P2B. The same Yorubas that are angry that I'm pandering towards the Biafran agitation were the ones calling me IPOB then. You were calling me IPOB because I supported the P2B. P2B now, look at him. He's trying to be politically correct to please everybody. He has shot himself in the leg. Gowon is not a topic that we play with. Gowon is not a topic that we play with. He is standing on the blood of over 3 million Igbos. That genocide will never be forgotten. Generations upon generations of the Igbos will remember that genocide, and one day there will be a sacrifice. There will be a payback. There will be a payback. You Yorubas, the Yorubas were able to negotiate with Abiola. Nobody forgave anybody. Nobody forgave anybody. They all used that to negotiate power, and the Yorubas are in power today. So would somebody come and tell me that I should forgive and it should be a P2B? It should be a P2B. One of the most useless politicians in Nigeria, they are Igbo politicians. Just look at, aside P2B, who else? There's no reasonable human being as Igbo that are politicians. Is it Okorocha? Or is it Umahi? Is it Abadibe? Who? Which of them? Is it Alex Oti? Is it Oshis Okalu? They don't even call Zoduma. That one is an Ifulefu. That one, his time is coming. All the atrocities that he has committed on the Igbo people, he will not go unpunished. God knows how he is going to pay all these people. See, they gave us 20 pounds during the war. What was the intention? So that we will not survive as a people. But they were shocked how we were able to rise up from the ashes, and we are building the Southeast as it is today. They thought we would still remain backward. That's why they gave us 20 pounds. Gowon also came out and divided the former southeastern region into different states so as to destabilize the southeast Igbos, the Biafrans. That's why you see some Igbos in Kogi State, some in Edo State, some in Delta State, in River State. Some of these nationalities are refusing to identify as Biafrans. Imagine you are giving a region South-South, and we have professors in the southern region, in this state. They come out and they give them certificate. They are professors, and when they are writing books, they write South-South. Very stupid set of people. That is why there's nothing. You people are just professors for, you just went to school for nothing, no usefulness to your society, no usefulness to Nigeria, no usefulness to. If you want to build train, you contact China. You that went to school in Nigeria, aren't you engineers enough? You're a professor of what? Professor of what? That means you must have mastered a discipline. Why is Ajaokuta not working? Don't we have people that can run it in Nigeria? But you all went to school. Stupid set of people. You all went to school. And there's no sector of the economy that you can power. Within 1 week, the national grid collapsed 3 times. And we have so-called people. Nobody has lost his job. Nobody is fired. And we have a certain people that say, we went to school. I have a PhD. I have this and that. Stupid set of people. We know of a sure that Gowon must face his crimes, dead or alive. Now, you are alive today. You have not come out to set the record straight. You have not come out to apologize. You have not come out to debunk the lies on regionalism. You have not said anything. You are going up and down praying. Praying to who? Who knows you? Does God know you? Praying unity, unity, unity. I want to ask this question. Now that P2B is begging us to forgive Gowon, telling us that he fought for the unity of the country, is Nigeria in unity? Are we united? Are Nigerians united? Like I said before, it is the Igbos that even are acting, their actions show that they believe in one Nigeria than every other tribe. Every other tribe is talking about myself, myself, myself. Buhari got into that place. He brought all the Fulanis into the government. He neglected other regions of the country. Tinubu entered here, his people. The Igbos are the ones that are national. You see them everywhere contributing their quota to the development of the country called Nigeria. And you said, go on united. Have been restructured, have been rehabilitated. The 3 R's. Have the Igbos been rehabilitated into the society? Somebody told me to my face, he's a Yoruba man, he told me that he has a leverage more than me in today's Nigeria. That he has a leverage more than me in today's Nigeria. He told me to my face. I looked at him, I saw ambiguous stupidity. He's just ambiguously stupid. He's an ignoramus. He told me to my face that he has a leverage over me in Nigeria just because of somebody. Igbo leaders are not doing what they need to do. We are rising up against P2B and against Gowon. They should go to hell. 2 of them should go to hell. No forgiveness for Gowon. He has not come out to ask for forgiveness. He has not come out to tell his side of the war. He has not come out to put the record straight. Was Aginonsi the propagator of regionalism, or it was you, Gowon? Why did you give 20 pounds to the Igbos? There's this story that the Igbos were the elite in the government then. The Igbos occupied top positions and they recruited more Igbos. Igbos were taking over the society, and this envy, they saw that the British were doing meritocracy. Merit. When it comes to merit, the Igbos will always be at the top. Meritocracy made the Igbos occupy the government at that time, the colonial government at that time. And this resulted to jealousy amongst other tribes. They could not keep up because the Igbos were far ahead of them in everything. Now, the coup by Nzogo was an opportunity for them to pour out their hatred on the Igbos. Was an opportunity for them they intentionally wanted the Igbos to be relegated. That was the plan work between the Southwest and the North. And is it not still happening today that P2B is going to, I don't know, you are going to, why? Is Nigeria, has the war ended? Has the war ended? Is Nigeria united? Are Igbos rehabilitated into the society? That is the question I'm asking P2B and Gowon. Gowon fought for the unity of Nigeria. You are congratulating him for what? Are Nigerians united now? Are Nigerians united? An old man that don't want to tell himself the truth. You have made generations upon generations being lied to because you decided not to say the truth about what happened during the war. The Southwest media have been telling us all sort of propaganda and lie in the name of preserving what? Regionalism. You came out, you tell lies against the Igbos, and you're expecting us to congratulate you. I'm a Christian. I'm a born-again Christian. No forgiveness for Gowon. A sacrifice must be paid. Jesus paid the sacrifice. If you think that as a Christian, under grace, you commit sin, that it is the sacrifice of Jesus that is being looked upon that makes you reconcile back to God. But the consequences of that sin, you still bear the consequences. If you commit abortion, my sister, you still God has forgiven you, but the consequences. Igbos are still suffering the consequences of the actions of Gowon, and yet Gowon has not apologized, has not come out to say, I'm sorry, tell the truth, correct the errors. And somebody is coming because you want to be president of Nigeria. Tinubu wanted to become president. He said, I'm a Yoruba. Buhari, Fulani, I'm a Fulani. But Peter Obi want to become president. You are denying your Igbo-ness. You are throwing your people under the bus. Make us look. You are denying. You are Mr. Peter Obi. You are a Biafran and an IPOB, staunch IPOB, staunch one. No matter what you do, the North would not recognize you as what you are trying to portray yourself. Want to? I'm a nice person. I'm for all Nigerians. They see you as an IPOB, and that is what you are. Be proud of who you are. And if you believe in, because we don't believe in presidency, if you believe that you can take the presidency by being sycophant, brother, good luck. But with the Igbos, we stand on our ground and we say no to the genocide. Somebody must pay for that genocide against the Igbos. I rest my case.